Hey, what's up guys? This is DarkArmedAlliance, and today I'm going to be doing an updated profile of my Red Eyes Black Dragon because of Invasion of Vengeance coming out. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I did want to kind of tweak it a little bit and make it really, really fun, and I've been posting some other deck profiles that I was really excited for. A little more than this because I wanted to give my last video a little more life. But let's get into this deck profile and show it off a little bit. I still love this mat. Thank you, Savannah, for getting it for me. But let's get into it. With Falling Meteor, or with Meteor Comet Black Dragon, it does make this deck really, really interesting, I will say. It makes it into kind of a little bit of a burn deck, too. So, first off, I'm playing 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon. Some people have dropped Red Eyes Black Dragon down to 2 and played 2 copies, or 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. I can see why, but I just like the original OG, Red Eyes. Now, if you want to play 3, by all means, play 3. But I'm still playing 3 and 2. But, you know, play 3-3. Or 3-2, or 2-3. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have the level 7 dragon in the deck. So it makes it nice. Plus, I don't have a 3rd super rare, so that's why I'm doing this. But, its effect is that it's a Gemini monster. And by it being a Gemini monster, when it's normal summoned, you don't have to tribute the extra time. So when you normal summon this card, if it attacks at the end of the battle phase, it inflicts its own attack points to your opponent, which is 2,400. So it deals an extra 2,400 points of burn damage to your opponent, which is super nice. Then I play for the extra fusion monsters. I play 1 copy of Summon Skull, which is a fusion fodder monster, that you can use to fuse against the Red Eyes to make Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, which is nice. He's just a regular vanilla monster, and you gotta play him. He's just too cool. I was playing 2, but now I'm only playing 1. Then I'm playing 3 copies of the new Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact. It is also a Gemini monster, and you usually won't tribute summoning it. Its stats are complete crap. 1800, 2000 for a level 6 is crap. It's just terrible. But its effect is kind of nice. Its effect is that when you Gemini summon it, other Red Eyes monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. So it adds a little bit of protection into the deck, which is really, really, really nice. But we're playing 3 of this because we really want to go into our Meteor Black Comet Dragon, which is really a really awesome card. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Darkness Metal Dragon essentially just lets me special summon a dragon monster from my deck, or not my deck, but from my graveyard or my hand, not from the deck. But he can come out by banishing another face-up dragon monster I control. So I can normal summon something like Black Dragon, Black Metal Dragon, and if I normal summon Black Metal Dragon, I can banish him, but there's a really interesting combo that I'm going to show you in a minute with a really interesting card. But hold out for it. So then I'm playing the Black Metal Dragons. If you control a Red Eyes monster, you can equip Black Metal Dragon to it by just targeting it. It gains 600 attack points, and if Black Metal Dragon is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand, which is super nice because it searches Red Eyes Insight, it searches Red Eyes Fusion. It's just really, really, really nice. I wish it said that it would search cards that specifically listed Red Eyes, but it only says Red Eyes cards, which kind of sucks because it doesn't work with Inferno Fire Blast. But hey, maybe they'll update Inferno Fire Blast. Who knows? Then I play 3 copies of the Blackstone of Legend. I did bump it up, and I took out my secret ones for the Ultra ones because I like the Ultra look. I don't know why. I just really like it. And plus, I don't have 3, and I'm all about consistency of having hollow rarity straight. Sometimes a little weird, sometimes I like them straight, but with Red Eyes, I want them straight. So the Blackstone of Legends, its effect is that when it's normal summoned, well, not even when it's normal summoned, when it's on the field, you contribute it to special summon a Red Eyes monster. I think it's a level 7 or lower. Yeah, level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster. Red Eyes monster from your deck, except Red Eyes be chick. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 other Red Eyes card or 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard that is level 7 or lower. Shuffle it back into the deck and then add this card to your hand, but you can only activate either or of the effects per turn. You can't activate both of them. Then this is the interesting tech card that I'm playing, and I know a lot of people are playing it, but really, if you're not playing it, consider it. Paladin of Dark Dragon, because I know that it's weird to play a ritual monster, but listen to this. When you ritual summon this guy, you can ritual summon this card with Dark Dragon Ritual. destroy, let's see, you can tribute this card, special summon one Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck, except Red Eyes be Chick. You can only use the effect of him once per turn. But the interesting thing is this. If you do use his effect, you can tribute him to special summon out Darkness Metal or any of the Red Eyes specific monsters that you need at the given time. So you can special summon out Red Eyes Black Dragon, you can special summon out Flare Dragon, you can special summon out Impact, or you special summon out Metal, which is nice, because I usually special summon Metal first if I don't have him, and he's a searcher basically for Metal, which is super, super good. But that's it for the monsters. Not a lot of monsters in this deck. We're only playing 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, 19. We're playing 19. I think I counted that right. Don't hold me to it. But I think we're playing 19. This is a 42 card deck that I'm actually playing. So let's put Red Eyes on the top. So when we get done with the deck profile, he's on top. And he looks nice down there. So for the spells, we're playing one copy of 1-for-1 because it brings out our Black Stone of Legend and it brings out our Black Metal Dragon. Then we're playing 2 copies of Twin Twister because with Twin Twister it just helps with back row. It helps you with your OTK really, really quickly because it prevents your opponent from stopping you from making power plays, and it's really nice. Then I play 3 of the new card. Well, not really new. It came out last month, which is Red Eyes Insight. Red Eyes Insight, its effect is that you can send one Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. And then, I think it's either deck or hand. I don't know if it's deck or graveyard. Yeah, deck or hand to the graveyard to add one Red Eyes spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Again, I wish it would have said card that lists Red Eyes in its name. But it doesn't, alas, so you just have to bear with it and just add either Red Eyes Fusion or anything like that. I just usually add Red Eyes Fusion from deck to hand with it, which is, I mean, it just gets that, really. It's essentially like playing 5 Red Eyes Fusions in my deck. Then I play 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords, which lets me special summon a level 7 or 8 dragon monster from the graveyard. And if it's in the graveyard, I can prevent the destruction of a dragon or dragons on my field once per turn. Or no, I don't think it's once per turn. Yeah, it's it's multiple times. But I have to banish it to activate that effect. It has that old breakthrough skill thing. Then I play 3 of the ritual spell, which is Dark Dragon Ritual. You use it to ritual summon Paladin of Dark Dragon, and except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, I can banish it to add 1 Red Eye spell or trap card from my deck to my hand, which is super, super good. Super, super good. Then, to add up to the consistency of this deck, I play 3 pre-prep to add this and Paladin to my hand. And to thin the deck, this is all thinning. Like, this and this is thinning. And 1-for-1. But usually, if I can draw 2 of these, and I can bring out him, I win. Turn 1. It's an FTK right there. Because if you use Red Eyes Fusion on him, he becomes a Red Eyes monster on Black Comet. He becomes Red Eyes. You activate his effect, you send Red Eyes to grave, that's 1200. You activate Inferno Fire Blast twice, that's 7,000, that's 82 right there. So that's game. 1 on 3 cards, really 3 cards that you only had to play. And if you even get 1 of these off, and then you make Flare Metal, your opponent's going to be real sad real quick, because they're going to be burning them for 500 every time, and then you're at least going to burn them for 24 on top of that, and so they're going to lose life points quick. That's why I say this is like a Red Eyes burn deck, and it's hilariously good. I've considered taking this to locals and just pissing people off. Then we play 2 copies of Red Eyes Fusion, and I will say, if you want to bump this up to 3, bump it up to 3. I will offer suggestions in just a second of what you can drop to play a 3rd one. I actually am thinking about bumping it up to 3, but I haven't done it yet. Then I play 2 copies of Dragon's Mirror because you get your Red Eyes in graveyard really quickly, and if you have a Red Eyes and any of the other ones in graveyard, you can activate a Dragon's Mirror, and it's a really good late game top deck to do this, and then either bring out Comet Dragon or bring out Archfiend's Skull Dragon. Yeah, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. That one. Either way, good top deck. If you want to, drop out Dragon's Mirror, play a third one. It's just kind of whichever one you want to do. Right now I'm playing this, but you know, play it however you'd like to play it. But this is just my suggestions. And then finally, I played 2 cards of the Redstone. Again, if you want to bump it up to 3, bump it up to 3. It adds consistency. I personally like it at 2 because you don't see it too often, but you see it when you need it. I don't play Allure of Darkness in this deck because I don't play a lot of monsters that I want to banish, so I don't play Allure. If you want to play Allure, by all means, take out Inferno Fire Blast, play 3 Allure of Darkness, take out one of these Dragon's Mirrors, and play a third one of these, and you should be good to go. But it's not going to be a burn deck at that point. This is kind of more leaning towards that aspect. But there's so many different ways you can play Red Eyes, and that's one of the reasons I love it, is because he has so many different forms that you can kind of play around the deck. You can make a fusion build that's based on beatdown. You can make a burn deck like I've got right here, or you can just make him a straight XYZ deck where it's a slight burn to it and a slight XYZ to it. Or you can make a fusion XYZ deck. But that's the lovely thing about Red Eyes, is he has so many different ways of building the deck. And so I've chosen to build the burn build right now. And it's really, really good. But that's it for the main deck. No traps. I took out Call of the Haunteds, all 3 Call of the Haunteds, all the staple traps. And I took out, what was it called? Return of Red Eyes. I just didn't feel like I needed it anymore. With all the other burn damage, I'm winning faster than I need it, so I'm not playing it. But if you want to, by all means, play it. Call the Haunteds, and they work nice in the deck, but it slows the deck down a little bit, so I quit playing it. But let's get into the extra deck really quick, guys. So first off, I'm playing 3 copies of Meteor Black Comet Dragon. He is awesome. He is friggin' awesome. He is on fire. He is coming down. He is about to claw the shit out of somebody. He is badass looking. He is awesome. He is probably my favorite Red Eyes fusion they have ever made in the entire game. And I waited on them to make this for a long, long time. And I knew they would. I had hope that they would for a long time, but they finally did. And his effect is pretty damn good. You can fusion summon him with 1 Red Eyes monster that's level 7 and 1 Dragon level 6 monster. I considered playing Heretics in this deck, but I tried it and it just didn't work for me. I had to consider dropping the Ritual Engine, which would be the 3 Pre-Preps, the 3 Dark Dragon Rituals, and 3 Paladins, and playing 3 Sue, 3 Tefnuit, and 3 Eset. I think it was Eset, or Nepthet, one of the other 2, the pink one. I was thinking about playing that, but I couldn't talk myself into it. I just couldn't do it. Anyway, you could play it that way. That's like the 5th way you can play Red Eyes. And I may do a video on how all the different ways you can play Red Eyes. But his effect is that if this card's fusion summoned, you can send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So you can essentially special summon back your Red Eyes Black Dragons off of this. So he replaces himself and he burns, and he's 3,500 attack. Like, what more can you want out of him? Good lord. Then I play 2 copies of Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. Awesome guy, too. His effect is that basically he's an Archimedes. When he swings, your opponent can activate any card effects, and during the end phase, or not during the, yeah, I think it's just immediately after the battle phase, you can target 1 Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack, and then shuffle it into the deck. And he's burned too. Like, if you make him, you're going to deal your opponent at least 2,400. If you make him, you're going to deal your opponent 1,200. It just kind of depends on what you do and which Red Eyes you spin back. But it just mine leans more towards the burn. Then I play 1 copy of First of the Dragons, because with Dragon's Mirror, you can make this, and some decks just cannot get past that. They don't have a normal monster that can beat it in battle, and so you make this in defense mode, and they just are like, well, shit, what am I going to do now? And then I play 3 copies, and yes, every rarity ever made in Clash of Rebellions, because I love Red Eyes that much. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. This is, don't tell Blackwings, but this is my favorite deck. With Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, you can detach a card from this to special summon a Red Eyes from your graveyard, and it's really, really, really good. I think it's level 7. Let me make sure. let's see. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you detach one card from this card. Then target one red eyes normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And then every time your opponent activates a card, they take 500 points of damage. So if you have one of him on the field, they can only activate 16 cards. If they have 2, they can only activate 8. And then if they have 3, it's only 4, which is ridiculous. Then finally, 2 Draco Sacks because it's level 7, 1 Big Eye, 1 Gaia Dragon because I play 1 Heradic Dragon King of Atum. He can bring out Metal Dragon, and occasionally I do make him off of 2 level 8 dragons, which is the 2 impacts, and it happens, but it's very rare, and I don't really need, like, I need this, and I need the Flare Metals, and that's it. And then I play 1 Dullahan because I play some rank 1s. But that's pretty much it for the entire deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I know it was a little longer, and I went a little more in depth with it, but without further ado, guys, I'm going to end the video. I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join Dark Armed Alliance down in the description below, and I'll see you guys around. I'm Dark Armed Duelist, and I'm out. Please play Red Eyes. It's awesome. It's fun.